Conquer the multiverse, marry superheroines, and unlock godlike powers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Episode 11. Black Widow? Flicker. Definitely yes. Dongfang Xing nodded affirmatively. Are you going to treat Natasha Romanoff? Yes. Barton said flatly. That's not necessary. Dongfang Xing looked at Natasha Romanoff. From now on, you will be my exclusive assistant, responsible for contacting your shield. As one of the rewards, I can give you free induction therapy. Natasha Romanoff, surprise surprise. According to the plan, she was going to lurk in place. Even if Dongfang Xing eats her up now, she will still cooperate with various poses. So what is the difference between the conditions of this exclusive assistant and white prostitution? No problem. Natasha Romanoff responded immediately. Don't rush to agree. Dongfang Xing said, as my personal assistant, if you are in close contact with other opposite sexes, you will be unfriendly to other people's height. Huh? Unfriendly to other people's height? Because I will break their legs as an example to others. Dongfang Xing said slowly. Barton. Natasha Romanoff. This. Is it too possessive? Dongfang Xing smiled without saying a word. His feelings for Natasha Romanoff were complicated. Natasha Romanoff as SHIELD agent may be okay. But during her spying in the Red House, her beauty and figure were her weapons. The tasks performed are also. This doesn't have to be washed. Otherwise, why remove the uterus? Even if it wasn't her will, Dongfang Xing still couldn't accept it. So. Even though he knew that he could submerge Natasha Romanoff at any time, Dongfang Xing didn't make any movement. But. As one of the most popular heroines of the Avengers Alliance, Dongfang Xing was also moved by the moment Natasha Romanoff jumped off the cliff of Seoul. Just let go and give it to others, Dongfang Xing is even more unacceptable. This made him very conflicted. So. Bind to yourself first, and see if there is a solution later. In a word. I don't need it, but others don't even want to get involved. After understanding the meaning of Dongfang Xing, the complexions of Natasha Romanoff and Barton have become extremely weird. But considering Dongfang Xing, as a powerful alien who is about to develop a race on Earth, needs an eye for a long time. Dongfang Xing can wish her dream of being a mother again. Can't live with others? Then find a way to live with you. Natasha Romanoff thought about it again and didn't even choose to apply to Fury, and nodded in the affirmative directly. Boss, please give me more advice in the future. Dongfang Xing smiled. He reached out and touched Natasha Romanoff's forehead. Horse charm was activated, and instantly healed Natasha Romanoff's dark wounds, scars, and missing parts. Well, you are a normal woman now. Dongfang Xing laughed. Natasha Romanoff didn't answer. She turned her back to Barton, and opened the hem of her clothes to Dongfang Xing, revealing smooth and white murloc lines. There. There was supposed to be a bullet hole scar, now it's gone. Natasha Romanoff put down her clothes again, her expression softened a lot. It's like letting go of any burden. Boss, aren't you afraid that I'll run away? Natasha Romanoff joked. Dongfang Xing smiled without saying a word. Run? Let alone that Natasha Romanoff is not that stupid. SHIELD alone would not agree. It seems that the boss has Jiju in his hands. Natasha Romanoff said with a smile, it takes more than 2 hours to fly before arriving in Tennessee. Boss, you can rest first. Wave. Natasha Romanoff and Barton returned to the driver's seat and lowered the curtain to separate them from the cabin. Dongfang Xing enjoyed the massage from the sofa chair and closed his eyes comfortably. I don't know how long it has been. Hungry. Very hungry. A murmur woke him up, it was Louise. Open your eyes. Natasha Romanoff was already holding an energy bar, feeding Louise. The latter ate the energy bar in a few gulps, and Natasha Romanoff immediately handed over a new one. Dongfang Xing is a bit strange. He didn't activate King's Treasure and recovered Human Body Strengthening Potion KW89. How could Louise be so hungry? But when you open City of Gold to see, the gold test tube is impressively among them. System, what's going on? King's Treasure is an A-level item with a memory function. After the target completes cell transformation, it will automatically recover the Human Strengthening Potion KW89 according to the host's usage habits last time. Oh? This function is nice. System, is there a distance limit for the recovery of the King's Treasure? A radius of 10,000 kilometers. The diameter of the Earth is only 12,000, so there is no need to worry about recycling in the short term. Thinking. Louise also drank 10 individual combat rations in a row, and lay down with a satisfied face and lingering fear. Call. I almost thought I was going to starve to death. Dongfang Xing was amused and rubbed her head. With me here, you can live a long, long time. Dog Amulet possesses the ability of immortality, and Horse Amulet keeps youth forever. Unless affected by external forces. The lifespan of Dongfang Xing and the people around him is already unlimited. Hey? What do you mean? Louise's eyes widened. Could it be that this potion can make people live forever? Natasha Romanoff also looked at it, and the ability of this bug? That's not enough. Dongfang Xing shook his head and said, our Stark clan has a very high lifespan, and we can share it with our partners, so as long as I don't die, you won't either. Louise was very pleasantly surprised. I picked up an alien husband for nothing, and he also brought longevity? But then he became worried again. This. Episode 12. Polaris. Blink. Share the lifespan, then you won't. Haha, Dongfang Xing laughed loudly. Don't worry, silly girl, the lifespan of our Stark clan will increase with the strength of our Stark clan. Millions of years are easy. Million years. The corner of Louise's mouth twitched, both shocked and tangled. Human beings are only 580,000 years old even if the age of the apes is counted. Dongfang Xing. It can't be a living, hundreds of thousands of years old antique, right? Boss, by the way, what is your age? Natasha Romanoff asked. Me? I'm 21 years old. Dongfang Xing said calmly, this is my first time going out. Louise breathed a sigh of relief. Lying on Dongfang Xing's chest, he punched him coquettishly. Boom. The ear-shattering muffled sound scared Louise back half a step. Dongfang Xing, on the other hand, looked calm. You've just gained physical strengthening, and it's normal if you can't control it. Dongfang Xing raised a hand, come on, try to pull me. Louise was sure that Dongfang Xing was fine, with an expression on the verge of tears. She just thought. What are you thinking? Dongfang Xing said with a smile, with your small body, you still want to hurt me? Louise is relieved. She stretched out her hand to hold Dongfang Xing, increasing her strength little by little worried. Dongfang Xing didn't move at all. But the steel plate under Louise's feet was getting dented little by little. Seeing that Natasha Romanoff opened her mouth slightly, she was extremely shocked. SHIELD has investigated Louise's background clearly. Except for big breasts, she doesn't even have an X gene. This strengthening potion KW89 can actually transform it to such an exaggerated level within a few hours. Mass production of small Superman, this is it. Crunch. The steel plate under Louise's feet let out an overwhelmed groan. Dongfang Xing just waved his hand, signaling to Louise that enough is enough. 7 times, not bad. Dongfang Xing said, it's the control power, we need to practice more. Louise looked at her feet in shock, 2 footprints were stepped on the steel plate by her. This is what she did? It's outrageous. Barton's voice came from before. We've reached the target location, it's just below, Dongfang, do you want to go down by yourself? Well, you open the hatch. Buzz. The rear cabin door opened, and strong winds poured in. Dongfang Xing and Louise just squinted their eyes slightly, standing as firm as Mount Tai. Natasha Romanoff grabbed the side rail and put her hands in front of her eyes to resist the strong wind. Dongfang Xing jumped from the cabin against the strong wind. Barton thoughtfully adjusted his posture so that the 2 girls could see Dongfang Xing flying in the air with his physical body. Chicken charm. Louise looked excited, eager to try. I feel that at this height, I have no problem jumping off. I advise you not to. Natasha Romanoff reminded. Huh? Why? Because, there is the sea below. Louise's face froze. She cannot swim. Dongfang Xing is flying in the sky. Strong eyesight. It is easy to find the speedboats that are chasing in the vast sea. I saw more than a dozen speedboats approaching the middle in a siege. Frontmost. A green-haired Lorna stood at the tail of the speedboat, using magnetic field control to pick up metal debris such as necklaces and cans from the bottom of the sea, and smashed them to the rear to hinder them. The empty sea restricted her performance. To Dongfang Xing's surprise, the Asian girl driving the speedboat has highly recognizable green eyes. It seems that Clarice Fong? Blinking? Dongfang Xing said with great interest, it's good to save one and get one free. Dongfang Xing's eyes lit up with lightning, and laser lightning shot out, drawing a semicircle and passing in front of the pursuing speedboat. The warning is obvious. All the chasing speedboats braked suddenly, looking up at the identity standing in the air. Dongfang Xing crossed his arms and looked down at them calmly. If anyone ignores the warning, he will send him to heaven without hesitation. This made Turner, who led the team, look ugly, and could only watch Lorna and her daughter drive the speedboat out of sight. Boom. He punched it down, furious. Obviously, Polaris was driven to the sea, out of the steel jungle, and the difficulty of catching plummeted. Why did such a person suddenly appear? Go and find out. Turner said angrily, what's going on with this new mutant? The subordinates immediately took a picture of Dongfang Xing's face and looked it up on the internal network. A prompt pops up. Your authority is insufficient, the relevant investigators are on the way, please be ready to read the reason. Dongfang Xing didn't know about it, and didn't care. Use rabbit charm to catch up with Lorna and her daughter and land on the speedboat. Although he offered to help, Lorna still looked wary. Where are you from? Vault Corporation? Gotham City? Xavier's School? Brotherhood? Dongfang Xing's mind was stuck. These names. The Walter Group of Black Robe Pickets? The Gotham City of Batman? Xavier's School and Brotherhood from X-Men? Plus Marvel movies S.H.I.E.L.D. The composition of this world is a bit complicated. These 2 days. Patronizing and picking up girls, I didn't have a good understanding of this world. I thought it was just the Marvel universe. Blinked. Ignore these for the time being, and focus on the present first. He smiled and said, I don't know what you said, Then where are you from? Lorna's eyes became more vigilant. I am from the M78 Nebula. Lorna looked at Fong, do you know what that is? Fong shook his head and remained silent, staring at Dongfang Xing curiously. Those little eyes. Deja vu. Same. It's exactly the same as Louise saw herself at the beginning. Episode 13. American Comics Universe. Infinite Treasure. Add more 1,000 flowers. Dongfang Xing was a little surprised by Fong's small eyes. This hero saves the beauty. The goal Lorna didn't win, but there was a windfall. Smiling and nodding. In no mood. Fong was not shy at all, and boldly approached Dongfang Xing with a few steps, raising his hand in front of Dongfang Xing. Clarice Fong, the mutant ability is a space door. Lorna frowned. It was because she came out to rescue the party that she was besieged at sea. Fong's attitude made her feel betrayed. As usual, only hold half the palm. Dongfang Xing, no variant ability, from Nebula M78. M78 Nebula? Where is that? Is it in the United States? Fong asked curiously. In fact, the M78 Nebula is not even in the solar system. Dongfang Xing smiled and said, I am an alien, and I have obtained the safety certification of your planet, and I can develop a race on the Earth. Now. Both Fong and the annoyed Lorna were dumbfounded. Outside. Alien? Are you sure you're not joking? Fong reconfirmed. Definitely. Dongfang Xing affirmed, it's very ungentlemanly to lie to a beautiful lady, even if it's just a joke. Fong's first reaction was, aliens and Earthlings, won't there be reproductive isolation? Dongfang Xing. This. He really didn't think about it. Definitely not. Dongfang Xing said calmly, there are many powerful opposite sexes on this planet that attract me, so there won't be, the situation you said will happen. This answer made Fong extremely excited. Powerful, handsome, alien, and the same yellow skin. Who can bear this? Just going to learn more about. It doesn't matter whether what you said is true or not. Lorna interrupted, you saved us, we are very grateful. But I have to go back now, if you have nothing to do, go ahead. This is an eviction order. Fong seemed a little hesitation. Lorna, can you? No. Lorna directly refused, there are many mutants in the underground shelter, I can't rush to bring back an unknown person. As one of the leaders of the shelter, this rigor is a must. Dongfang Xing didn't care either. He raised his hand to attract a cloud of sea water, forming a series of numbers. This is my number, you can call me if you need help. Finished speaking. Without nostalgia, turn around and leave. A blink of an eye. It just disappeared. They were not even given a chance to choose. This clean and neat attitude made Lorna feel relieved, but at the same time, she felt a little guilty. After all, he just saved himself. Blink. Lorna said angrily, now you want to go back to the shelter with me, or? Fang shrugged. If you don't welcome me, I can leave too. Who hasn't lost their temper yet? Now Lorna is hesitation. Fang's space durability is still very important for the shelter. Finally. She didn't say anything more, and started the speedboat to leave. Heaven. Dongfang Xing stood in the cabin of Quinjet and watched the speedboat leave. Just let it go? Natasha Romanoff asked. Yeah, that green-eyed one is obviously interested in you. Louise also felt a little regretful. Natasha Romanoff glanced at Louise thoughtfully. Green eyes? Louise and Fang have never interacted before, so they can see it purely by sight. The evaluation of Strengthening Potion KW89 in my heart has risen again. Compared with the questions of the two women, Dongfang Xing was quite ordinary. Although I want to form an ethnic group, it doesn't have to be anyone. We choose a spouse, just like Louise, we have to be willing. Forcibly entering into a relationship, the other party will have resentment in their hearts, and my group will not be peaceful in the future. The one who hurt in the end is my own woman. The main thing is a sincerity. Louise was moved. Although my man is not specific, his love for him is not discounted in the slightest. Natasha Romanoff was expressionless. So you restrict me because I am not your woman? The psychological activities of the two women are not controlled. Natasha Romanoff, I want to systematically understand the situation in your world. Okay. Natasha Romanoff nodded and said, why don't you go to our SHIELD headquarters, where there are the most complete resources in the world, and you can also build a car for you. Can. Barton received the signal. Immediately start the Quinjet and fly to Washington. Dongfang Xing sat back on the sofa chair. Polaris and Blink? By contrast, knowing the complex composition of this world, more figures flashed in Dongfang Xing's mind. The Marvel movie universe aside. X-Men's Dark Phoenix, Storm. Wonder Woman, female Superman. These are called strong women. If you can marry anyone casually, you will be rewarded with an A-level start. Besides, more worlds also represent more resources. Mother Box, Compound 5, Kryptonian spaceship. Dongfang Xing urgently needs to understand the world now, and compare the knowledge in his mind in order to maximize his benefits. As for Lorna, her personality is the same as her temperament, and it is impossible to get it done in a short period of time like Louise. Take it as a familiar face this time, there will be plenty of opportunities in the future. Boom. The violent explosion interrupted his thoughts. Natasha Romanoff, what's going on? Episode 14. Small leather skirt, big waves, wearing black silk long legs. Natasha Romanoff, what's going on? The curtain falls. Without Natasha Romanoff's narration, through the porthole of the cockpit, a Boeing 737 with smoke from the left engine was seen. This is. Boom. The right engine of the Boeing 737 also exploded into a ball of fireworks. Louise screamed in fright. The Boeing 737, which has completely lost power, is also slowly gliding towards the ground. Louise grabbed Dongfang Xing's arm. Xing, go help. Dongfang Xing blinked, really eager to try. He also wants to try the Superman lifting of the plane. Although he doesn't have a biological standpoint, he has chicken charm. Barton, open the hatch, I'll go check it out. Louise immediately offered a sweet kiss and let go of her hand obediently. Dongfang Xing flew out of the cabin and accelerated to the side of the Boeing 737. At 1.8 meters, he looked extremely small in front of the 38-meter-long plane. Through the porthole, Dongfang Xing saw a pair of eyes, looking at him with ecstasy and shock. Dongfang Xing tried to use chicken charm to wrap Boeing 737 as much as possible with psychokinesis. But failed. It's too big for its size. But just lifting part of it. Let alone. Does psychokinesis lift a 28-ton aircraft? The material of the plane alone does not allow him to do so. The best way. It is probably to drive the personnel to the tail, and after cutting off most of the burden, it can be lifted. Compared to Superman, it's still much worse. But this is a brute force method, and Dongfang Xing has a simpler method. He approached the Boeing 737 and raised his hand to touch it. Horse Charm's restorability was activated, directly resetting the two exploded engines, allowing the Boeing 737 to regain power. Problem solved. Passengers in the portholes are all cheering for it. Dongfang Xing's ears suddenly heard a sentence. Nice job. Dongfang Xing was shocked. Looked back. Small leather skirt, big waves, wearing black silk long legs. This is female Superman Carla. It is said to be Superman Clark's cousin, who was supposed to protect Clark's growth, but because he was trapped in the phantom space, it was 24 years late, and Clark had grown up when he arrived on Earth. I happened to be nearby when you landed. Carla continued, I was a little busy at the time, so I couldn't make it there. Thank you for everything. Then I have to thank you for not shooting me down. Dongfang Xing joked, Dongfang Xing, from the M78 Nebula. You can call me Carla, Carla Danvers, from Krypton, live in Michigan. Carla raised her hand generously, and Dongfang Xing only shook half of it as usual. Just let go. Want to have a competition? Carla suggested, I can feel that you are also very strong. Dongfang Xing is also interested. If it were Clark, Dongfang Xing would definitely not be able to do it. But the weakened version of Carla can do it. But when we met for the first time, the atmosphere couldn't be overwhelmed. We can run a race. Dongfang Xing said, I'm going to the SHIELD headquarters, do you know where it is? These information. It's no big secret that Carla has super hearing. This direction. Carla pointed to the east, about 900 kilometers, well. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters, and your height is 1.88 meters. Dongfang Xing nodded clearly. He opened Gold Capital and took out a piece of paper. Use psychokinesis to quickly fold 1,000 paper cranes, and then inject the power of rat charm to give it life. Go tell Louise, I'll wait for them at SHIELD headquarters. The 1,000 paper crane nodded in a humane way, and flew towards Quinjet, not far away, with its wings fluttering. It's amazing ability. Carla praised. It's just a trick. Dongfang Xing said with a smile, so, let's start? I'll give the order. Carla's eyes lit up with red light, and his eyes shot towards the ground with a flash of heat. Boom. Signal lights up. The figures of the two disappeared in place, turning into two afterimages and shooting out. Boom. A sonic boom cloud was left in place, and it was Carla's. There was no winner between the two at the start, and they flew side by side. How did you do it without a sonic boom? Carla asked, curiously. This is my ability, and I can't tell. Dongfang Xing said, you rely on the biological standpoint flight, you can't learn mine. Carla nodded knowingly. The track is too short, I need to speed up. Carla said. Happy to accompany you. Both of them exerted their full strength and flew towards the east rapidly. Now the gap is revealed, and Carla is being distanced a little bit. No matter how fast she speeds up, she cannot recover it. When arriving at the destination, Dongfang Xing was exactly one position ahead. It's a narrow victory. Dongfang Xing said with emotion, Constitution is still too bad, it needs to be strengthened. The limit of rabbit charm can exceed 16 times the speed of light, thus possessing the ability of jumping time and space. But Dongfang Xing is not physically fit and cannot use it to the limit. Humph. I can also absorb sunlight and continue to grow stronger. Carla refused to admit defeat, we will compete again when we have the decisive time. Definitely no problem, exchange numbers? Okay, I'll give you the number. A string of numbers at the beginning of the year. Carla, Dongfang Xing took out the mobile phone from Golden Capital, dialed it and showed it to Carla. If you have time, you can have a friendship fight and practice your fighting skills. Dongfang Xing suggested. Carla's eyes lit up. Nodding again and again. As a superhero who wants to fight for justice, she is interested in discussing all strong men. If you lose to Dongfang Xing in terms of speed, then get back in other areas. Boom. Episode 15. Carla's invitation. 100,000 kW 89? Boom. The billowing thick smoke went straight into the sky, and it was a big problem at first glance. Dongfang Xing and Carla looked at each other and rushed to the scene. A fire broke out on the outer layer of a building, thick smoke billowed into the sky, and countless wailing sounds resounded. Save people first. Carla rushed into the building, picked up one in one hand and flew outside. Only to find that Dongfang Xing had disappeared. Feeling a little lost. I thought I met a like-minded opposite sex, but I didn't expect. Carla ran back and forth a few times, and saw Dongfang Xing appearing again. He stood in front of the building, and a huge gold light curtain appeared behind him, and a massive amount of water poured out of it. The entire building was poured transparently. The weird thing is, the violent current didn't hit the street on the ground, and disappeared abruptly before it hit the ground. The fire was brought under control immediately. Even the thick smoke was mostly taken away by the water flow. The crisis is lifted. By contrast, the dozens that Carla saved were not even a fraction. She lost this competition again. And, because of the misunderstanding that Dongfang Xing ran away just now, Carla was still a little embarrassed. I thought you ran away just now. Carla laughed to herself. I went to look for a river nearby. Dongfang Xing shrugged and said, it's too slow to save one by one. Putting out the fire directly is the most efficient. Indeed, it's a very smart approach. Carla praised, are you free tomorrow night? My cousin will give me special training then, you can also come and get to know him, he is a little better than me. Dongfang Xing was a little surprised. Why did you suddenly invite yourself? But such a good opportunity to promote feelings, Dongfang Xing naturally nodded in agreement. If Carla can be taken down, the rewards will definitely explode, right? Send me the address later. Dongfang Xing said, I should leave, the next occasion is too suitable for me. Okay, see you tomorrow night. After Dongfang Xing left, Carla looked at the long guns and short cannons below, posed a few handsome poses, and took pictures, and then flew away. She just enjoys helping others, but doesn't enjoy being surrounded by the spotlight. The Trident building of SHIELD headquarters is located on the central island of the Potomac River. When Dongfang Xing went to fetch water just now, he saw it. Natasha Romanoff and the others were still far away, and Dongfang Xing flew in directly. Woo 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 dash. The siren sounded loudly, and a large number of weapons were automatically activated, aiming at Dongfang Xing, who had rushed in. Dongfang Xing flew in the sky, waiting quietly. 10 seconds later, the siren goes off and the weapon is rehidden. The radio shouted, your front left, 66th floor. Dongfang Xing scanned around. Outside the building, there is no floor marked. He wouldn't just count floors stupidly, he just randomly found a floor to enter, and stood still in front of the elevator. Ding. The elevator door opened, and unexpectedly saw a familiar face. Crossbones Rumlow. There are other agents with murderous intent, but they are not aimed at Dongfang Xing. It should have just come back from a mission. Dongfang Xing walked into the elevator, stood at position C, and was surrounded by it. Oddly wrong. Anyone want to download? Rumlow and the others looked at Dongfang Xing strangely. Which floor are you going to? Rumlow asked. Waiting for Dongfang Xing to answer. The elevator voice broadcast, all the rapid response special forces, please get off the elevator immediately and wait for the next ride. Rumlow. Don't ask. It must be because of Dongfang Xing. He didn't talk nonsense, and directly led the team down the elevator. Before the elevator door closed, he met Dongfang Xing's eyes. The elevator is going up, stand still and hold on. The elevator soared rapidly and stopped at the 66th floor. Dongfang Xing stepped out of the elevator, and Fury was standing at the door, next to Phil Coulson, who was smiling and kind. Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. Fury smiled. I'm Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not very interested in meeting men. Dongfang Xing lacked interest and said, can another girl come to receive me? Fury. Phil Coulson cast admiring glances at Dongfang Xing. Dongfang Xing is the first one who dares to insult his own chief. We can talk about the deal first, and we will arrange a female agent to guide you later. Fury said with a dark face. Dongfang Xing just stepped out of the elevator and started strolling casually. Fury wanted to catch up in a few steps, but found that no matter what, he would be one step behind Dongfang Xing. If this is an opening, is it a transaction or a report? Dongfang Xing's attitude towards men and women, the gap is not too big. But due to the strength and value of Dongfang Xing, Fury didn't have a seizure. Regarding strengthening drug KW89, SHIELD will trade 100,000 pieces in the first batch. Episode 16. Sharon. Lurk deep. The first batch of 100,000 will be traded. Stop. Dongfang Xing yelled to stop. Do you think this is a meteor shower? Just look for it? It's very difficult to make, and I can trade up to 3 copies for you. Fury frowned. Only 3 copies? If there is any difficulty in production, we can also help solve it. Dongfang Xing glanced at Fury strangely. Don't underestimate our Earth's technology. Fury said calmly, many alien civilizations have come to Earth over the years and absorbed their technology. We are not bad in some respects. Dongfang Xing agrees with this point. After all, it is a hodgepodge of American comics, and it is not surprising that there are any black technologies. Only. Where does he have any formula? The output of KW-89 is not limited by the production, but by the raw materials. Dongfang Xing said casually, its main material is the peel of the devil fruit, which can only be produced in small quantities by the Great Airline. Do you have any on Earth? Fury doesn't even need to search for information, he knows that this thing must not exist on Earth. If there are ghosts, there will be ghosts. Can't it be more? Fury tried to bargain, we can give you a price you are satisfied with. Add money? Dongfang Xing nodded decisively. Let's trade a bottle first, and if it satisfies me, then continue to talk about it next time. The implication is, let Fury show his sincerity first, and then talk about the rest. This time Fury didn't object. Glancing at Phil Coulson, the latter immediately handed over a document. Since we want to develop the ethnic group, we must need a piece of land. You can choose any location in the world. According to the value of different locations, you can give a minimum of 10,000 square meters and a maximum of 1 million square meters of land. Quinjet and Quinjet, with full weapons systems. For all the firearms on Earth, each set of 3 is equipped with 10 magazines for your collection. Finally, give another $100 million in cash. For the resources above, trade. 5 KW-89s. Have to say, the terms Fury offered were indeed generous. But these are just very common resources. Dongfang Xing said casually, plus one more treasure worthy of my collection, you can trade a KW-89. Fury. I thought Dongfang Xing would bargain, but I didn't expect it to be so hard. Cut directly on the main artery? It's outrageous. Fury still has to keep pulling. Just do as I say. Dongfang Xing glanced at Fury, it's okay, if it doesn't work, cancel the transaction. This toughness made Fury feel stuck in his throat. Obviously, the performance of people are stupid and money comes quickly before, why did the formal transaction change? In silence, the 3 of them also reached their destination, archive room. Phil Coulson is about to swipe his card to open the door. OM. The door opens. At the entrance is a pair of long legs, stretching the suit pants straight, the standard-looking blonde hair and blue eyes, with a neat style, it looks extremely heroic. Sharon Carter. The niece of the founder of SHIELD, Peggy Carter, among many female agents, her strength is not bad. As for her appearance here, is it a coincidence or a deliberate arrangement? What does it matter? Hi. Dongfang Xing greeted with a smile, this beautiful lady, I still need a guide, can I invite you to help lead the way? Sharon's gaze was quite strange, but she still responded with a sunny smile. Which department do you belong to? What information do you want to consult? There is no department, I'm an alien. Dongfang Xing said sincerely, I just came to Earth and am preparing to understand the world systematically. Do you have any recommendations? Now Sharon is confused. Alien? The mission didn't mention this. Phil Coulson and Fury looked at Dongfang Xing, speechlessly. Do you tell people that you are an alien? Sharon glanced at Fury and Phil Coulson, and nodded thoughtfully. Since you can be accompanied by director Nick Fury in person, I think you are not a bad alien. Sharon smiled, if you want to systematically understand the history of the Earth, why not start with the development of SHIELD? Basically the major events on the Earth are all recorded in it. Okay, where can I watch it? This way. Sharon took Dongfang Xing into the archive room and disappeared behind the door. Phil Coulson then said, Director, since Natasha Romanoff has already been arranged, why do you need to? Obviously. Sharon is just an encounter, created by Fury arranged here. I didn't think about it before, this Dongfang Xing also has a mental cleanliness. Fury said calmly, because of her innate conditions, Natasha Romanoff is doomed not to be able to lurk deeply. The implication is, the appearance of Sharon is to deeply lurk. Phil Coulson was worried when he heard this. But Sharon's identity. That person agreed to it. Fury said, Phil Coulson, I found something near Iceland. You'll know why I did this when you go. Phil Coulson had no doubt about him, and nodded in response. After Fury leaves, Phil Coulson took out his tablet, checked out the information, and couldn't help but stare wide-eyed. Discover the remains of the Captain of the United States? Episode 17. Do you agree to be a concubine by yourself? Although the world is a hodgepodge. But from the history of SHIELD, the main body of the world is still the Marvel Universe. It's just interspersed with plots such as DC, X-Men, and Black Robe Pickets. And there are also discrepancies in the timeline. Logically speaking, Ability is after X-Men. Although Lorna is Magneto's daughter, her father has already burped. But the Magneto in this world still exists, leading the Brotherhood around the world, trying to regain the dominance for mutant. There are many more timeline changes like this. This made Dongfang Xing very interested. There are challenges only when there are variables. At the same time, he also locked on those powerful opposite sexes, and conceived in his mind how to take them down. Definitely. He will not let go of such good things as Mother Box and Infinite Gems. Sorting out. Dongfang Xing moved his ears, and heard a report from Sharon's earphones. The Romanoff agent leads the woman of the target person to test in the training room. Your time is running out. Dongfang Xing raised his head and looked at Sharon. The latter returned a smile freely and cast a questioning look. Dongfang Xing pointed to the ear. The target person? Sharon's smile froze. Hell. Hers is a built-in combat earphone, and most people may not be able to hear anything even if they lie on her ear. Dongfang Xing's hearing is too perverted, right? Just when Sharon thought. Her mission is about to go, and when she fails because of this oversight. But Dongfang Xing said, since Fury sent the eyes, then I won't bother chasing you, you can register as my wife yourself. Sharon. Clam? You all know that she is here to monitor, but you dare to accept her? Is it coveting your own beauty? This task is so simple? Dongfang Xing continued to read while saying. As long as they are beautiful, self-loving, high-quality women with certain strengths, and willing to strengthen Star Clan for me, I welcome them all. As for whether they have other purposes, I don't care. It's nothing more than intelligence, or worrying that I'm a danger to the Earth. Equivalent transaction, this is fair. The implication is. This is to encourage Fury, female agents like Sharon, send as many as possible. Sharon looks weird. It was the first time to carry out a latent mission, and unexpectedly encountered such a wonderful. She was really overwhelmed. Fortunately, Fury had been keeping an eye on this, and immediately ordered. Agent Carter, continue with the mission and do as he says. Sharon pursed her lips, but did not respond immediately. I thought it was just sacrificing some beauty. Why do you have to take the whole person into it? Sharon Carter. Don't forget your identity. Fury said emphatically, and this is what Peggy Carter meant. Sharon parted her lips and sighed. I understand. Sharon said seriously, although I didn't propose, I still agree to be your wife. In front of Dongfang Xing, she. Through the SHIELD internet, log into the official website system of Cameron Kingdom where there is no limit to marrying wives, and add your name to Dongfang Xing's account. Just below Daisy Louise. Being a concubine by yourself, so I ask you if you accept it? Only. System, it's all registered, why is there no reward? Please complete the facts about husband and wife, and avoid exploiting system loopholes. Well. The system doesn't say that he didn't find out, so it can be done like this. Stand up. Dongfang Xing smiled and said, I'm a little tired from reading, let's go find Louise and the others. As for taking down Sharon? It's already in the bowl, so don't worry about it. Sharon didn't say much, and led the way with her long legs. Dongfang Xing is admiring, already thinking in his heart, can develop. When Dongfang Xing came to the training room, Louise was in a fierce battle with Natasha Romanoff. Needless to say, Louise completely crushes Natasha Romanoff on Constitution. But in terms of fighting skills, he doesn't know anything about it. Kong has strength and speed, but he only knows the straight moves. Facing Natasha Romanoff, who was already good at defeating the strong with the weak, she couldn't win for a while. Changing to Dongfang Xing, if he didn't use the 12 talismans, it would probably be too much. But the crushing on Constitution also makes most fighting skills useless. Cross solid? Crush your bones with your fingers. Deadly scissors? Raise a tomahawk for you and smash it. Because of this, Natasha Romanoff didn't dare to get close to Louise rashly, but only taught her fighting skills to enhance her control in this way. Good start. Louise's clumsy movements, Natasha Romanoff can easily dodge. But after getting acquainted with it, Louise unintentionally accelerated and punched. Natasha Romanoff only had time to protect her chest with both arms, but she was blown out by a punch and hit the wall hard for a few seconds before slowly sliding down. There is no movement, life and death are unknown. Episode 18. Do you administer medicine after injection? I can too. Seeing that Natasha Romanoff seemed to be motionless, Louise was so frightened that she stopped breathing. Vomit. A mouthful of blood was spat out, which was also mixed with pieces of internal organs. Brush. Dongfang Xing came to Natasha Romanoff in a flash and used rabbit charm to heal her. Natasha Romanoff was instantly revived with full blood, her eyes full of lingering fear. Yes, I'm sorry. Louise cried, I didn't mean it. You hid well before, so I sped up, I'm really sorry. It's okay, I was the one who raised the baby by myself and didn't wear armor. Natasha Romanoff comforted her in turn, I'm fine now, aren't I? This made Louise even more guilty. Natasha Romanoff comforts Louise. Look up. Facing Dongfang Xing's eyes that seemed to be smiling but not smiling. How could a dignified Black Widow make such a low-level mistake? Or was he punched flying just after he appeared and had the guarantee of treatment? Dongfang Xing didn't believe it. This is not an example. Dongfang Xing said. Louise thought it was meant for her and nodded repeatedly to promise that there would be no next time. Only Natasha Romanoff and Sharon understand that this is a warning to Natasha Romanoff. Louise, let me introduce you. Dongfang Xing pulled Sharon over and said, this is my new wife, Sharon Carter. You can arrange the files by age. Louise was dumbfounded. This. Just a few hours apart before and after, and married a new wife? Immediately relieved. It took less than half an hour for Dongfang Xing to take her down. And? This is just a newlywed, so you can't accompany your new wife tonight? She can also take a good rest. With this in mind, Louise smiled and hugged Sharon. Welcome, welcome, it's great that you're here. Sharon was also dumbfounded at the moment. Originally, she was prepared to be treated differently as a little 3. But how do you feel? Louise looks happy? Okay, let's keep practicing. Dongfang Xing looked at Sharon, I'm also going to learn fighting, will you teach me? Naturally, Sharon would not refuse and nodded in response. Compared to Louise, who doesn't know what's important, Dongfang Xing controls it very well. Sharon also changed her method, teaching each move hand in hand. Soon, she entered the role of wife, and her body was posted inadvertently. Aside. While Louise had some taste, she also showed a mysterious smile. How affectionate you are now, how desperate you are tonight. The next day, early morning. Sharon's agent lounge. As usual, he used the horse charm to smooth his brows, looked at the plum blossom on the bed, and nodded in satisfaction. This time, Fury did his job honestly and did not give second-hand goods. I took a shower and felt refreshed. Ding. The phone received a text message from an unknown number. 6 o'clock in the evening, Michigan. Got it, it's from Carla. As for not having an exact address? This chick, test me. Smiling and shaking his head, Dongfang Xing clicked on the system prompt. Congratulations to the host for marrying Sharon Carter, broadening the family's network, and getting the reward small improvement of spiritual power. Dongfang Xing felt his mind relaxed a lot. What reward is this? System, explain. Enhance mental power, reach a certain limit, get a higher rating, and unlock the upper limit of ability. Rating? Where can I see it? This time the system didn't reply, just expand. Host, Dongfang Xing. Rating, B-. Rewards, A level, 12 talismans, A level, King's Treasure, D level, Human Strengthening Potion KW 89. Members, Daisy Louise, Sharon Carter. Dongfang Xing? System, my 2 A level rewards are rated B? Or B-. The upper limit of 12 talismans is limited by the host's inability to fully exert it. The King's Treasure needs to obtain enough weapons to exert its powerful strength. It is reasonable to explain it this way. I used to patronize girls and play Dowdo before, but I haven't seriously studied the system yet. He clicked on Louise's name. Wife, Daisy Louise. Rating, F. Ability, Body Strengthening. 7 times increases, F, then. Click on Sharon's name again. Wife, Sharon Carter. Rating, H+. Ability, Agent. Really? The limit of common people is estimated to be H+. That's it. Dongfang Xing's B- level is also a very strong level. He took out Strengthening Potion, KW 89, poured it into his mouth, and bent over to Sharon. Live together. The next step is to wait. Out of the agent lounge. Before taking a few steps, Natasha Romanoff greeted her. A low-cut professional skirt, black stockings, and a pair of gold-rimmed glasses, standard sexy secretary wear. Very seductive. Natasha Romanoff leaned forward slightly, reporting. Miss Daisy is still resting. According to her usual biological clock, she won't wake up for about 3 hours. Regarding the collection of transactions, Director Nick Fury is ready, and you can check it at any time. Do you have any requirements for breakfast? SHIELD can make all the delicacies in the world. Very professional. Dongfang Xing nodded, and said, prepare some quick energy replenishment for Sharon, you understand the details. Natasha Romanoff responded, with some envy in her eyes. Is this the medicine? If the medicine can be given by injection, so can she. Episode 19. Fixed Point Portal. The person who was frozen for 70 years. Make arrangements. I'm going to Michigan tonight. Okay. For the choice of address, choose New York State, next to Xavier Academy for Gifted Youth. No problem. Besides, according to his own plan, Dongfang Xing gave Natasha Romanoff every order. It is to show SHIELD that he is above board. Also a resource for S.H.I.E.L.D. When he finishes speaking, Natasha Romanoff handed over a few newspapers. I thought you'd be interested. Mysterious hero saves the out-of-control airliner and miraculously repairs the exploding engine. Female Superman and the mysterious hero extinguished the flames of the building and saved thousands of people. The Potomac River was cut off by a mysterious hero. Shock. Mysterious heroes or aliens? After Superman and the female Superman, the Earth will usher in alien heroes again. The news on the front page is basically related to Dongfang Xing. Do you need to delete the relevant information? Natasha Romanoff tentatively asked. Dongfang Xing glanced at Natasha Romanoff strangely. Why delete it? Dongfang Xing said, the greater the reputation and the more positive it is, the more it will help me pursue high-quality opposite sex. The more such positive reports, the better. Then do I need to arrange an exclusive interview? Natasha Romanoff asked again, I guarantee that within a month, most of the powerful women in the world will know you. Dongfang Xing was a little moved. But thinking about it. Still shaking his head. No rush, we'll talk about it later. Except for Louise, who has anthropomorphic attributes, or Sharon, who has special tasks. Most women. No one will decide not to marry him just because of a one-sided relationship. On the contrary. Appearing in the media every day, maybe he will be defined as a playboy like Tony Stark. Dongfang Xing doesn't admit that he is playful. He is very serious about every woman, so they all marry home as wives. Is there a problem with this logic? No. Let's go to your cafeteria to have breakfast. Dongfang Xing said. Canteen? We can deliver food, you don't have to. Huh? Dongfang Xing frowned. Natasha Romanoff immediately shut up and led the way. Looking at the swaying plumpness, Dongfang Xing's brow stretched. This woman has a lot of experience, and she knows what to do with just one expression. It seems to have a different flavor. As for going to the cafeteria, it's not that he doesn't enjoy being served, but that he's planning to go shopping and see if he can find potential targets. Pity. Fury probably saw through his goal as well. More than 90% of the canteens are men, and the remaining 10% are over 40 years old. Although some charms still exist, Dongfang Xing is not interested at all. Let Natasha Romanoff make a few dishes at will, and after breakfast, go to see the collection prepared by Fury. I haven't finished eating yet. Phil Coulson rushed towards Dongfang Xing with a clear goal. Mr. Dongfang, can you revive a living body that has been frozen for 70 years and still has weak vital signs? Dongfang Xing listened. I knew it was the United States Captain Steve Rogers who had been dug out of the iceberg. It's possible, but it's quite expensive. Dongfang Xing pretended to be difficult and said, it's almost like saving a dying person. Phil Coulson's visible tension relaxed visibly. As long as it can be saved. As for the price, add an extra collection. Make a deal. Dongfang Xing directly activated the rabbit charm and ate up the food. Stand up. Where is the person? Because of his special status, the target of the rescue is now placed in New York. Phil Coulson said gently, the Quinjet has been arranged, and it can depart now. Oh, okay. Dongfang Xing thought for a second, then nodded in agreement. Then looked to Natasha Romanoff. You stay, and pay attention to the time when Sharon wakes up. Take care of Louise, she can teach whatever she wants to learn, and stop making small moves. Yes. Boss. Natasha Romanoff said seriously. As for what's in my heart, I don't know. Dongfang Xing didn't say much. Natasha Romanoff is a smart woman who knows what can and cannot be done. Otherwise, there is no need to stay with you. Come with me. Phil Coulson led the way. First, go to see the 2 collections prepared by the director. That is the most mysterious batch among the 084 items. That being said, Dongfang Xing still has a little expectation. As for the 084 items that SHIELD don't understand, such as Mjolnir, which was once classified as item 084. Quickly, the 2 came to the underground space, in a tightly guarded secret room. There are only 2 huge stones in the room, one black and one white, shrunk in a transparent display case, and there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. These 2 boulders seem to be common, but in fact, Phil Coulson was introducing something, but Dongfang Xing wasn't listening. He recognized at a glance that these 2 pieces were the teleportation boulders in SHIELD Agent. Or rather, 2 fixed-point portals. Episode 20. Time Stop Ability. Spacecraft. Black teleports the boulder, which links to a planet in the universe. Although the environment is harsh, it can allow human beings to survive. The alien king Hive was exiled on this planet. The original intention of Hydra was to welcome back the Hive and unify the world. White's teleportation boulder is amazing, and the link is the future. Dongfang Xing didn't have much interest in these 2 locations. But these 2 teleportation boulders contain space and time, what rewards the system will give, this is worth looking forward to. Okay, that's all. Interrupting Phil Coulson's pitch, Dongfang Xing opened the City of Gold and put away the transparent showcase. The system notification sound came as expected. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Teleportation Stone Black and Teleportation Stone White, controlling an unowned planet, a future timeline, and a strong family. Obtain the reward Stop Boundary. Name, Stop Boundary. Grade, S. Introduction. The ability that should be stored on the time stone uses the host as the carrier to open the boundary that can confine space and stop time. The file size and duration are different, and the consumption is different. Slogan. As long as you last long enough, you can do whatever you want. Oh? Time-stopping ability. Dongfang Xing licked the corner of his mouth excitedly, and looked at Phil Coulson at the side. OM. A gray field that only Dongfang Xing could see opened up to envelop Phil Coulson. At this moment, everything is quiet. The world fell into absolute silence, all sound waves and air currents were imprisoned by space and time, unable to move a little. Phil Coulson is no exception, he turned into a wax figure and freezes in place. But Dongfang Xing himself can move around at will. Now, whatever he was going to do to Phil Coulson couldn't resist. He has no interest in the middle-aged man who is about to go bald even if it is a bad taste. Sensing carefully strangeness. Why is it not consumed? He has a feeling. As long as he wants to, he can maintain the stop boundary forever. System, explain? There is no consumption for the host to activate any ability, but it cannot exert power beyond the rated level. Oh? With a thought, Dongfang Xing thought. The gray area of stop boundary expanded until it stopped abruptly at 500 meters. It seems that this is his limit. A radius of 1 kilometer is enough. Remove. The gray realm shattered and time flowed again. As the experimenter, Phil Coulson only felt a blur before Dongfang Xing's position. Is there any problem? Phil Coulson asked concerned. If you are not satisfied, you can replace it. Dongfang Xing's eyes lit up. Inspired by the previous system, he thought of a show operation. Return the 2 teleportation boulders and replace them with new ones. Will the rewards be refreshed? Try it. Just took it out. Please pay attention to the host, deliberately card bug behavior, the previous rewards will be withdrawn. Really? Bug is not so good card. Dongfang Xing is quite satisfied with Jijia and does not plan to change it. It will also take back the teleportation boulder. This made Phil Coulson, who was about to apologize and did not replace the collection with Dongfang Xing, completely confused. Do you want to change it? Not bad, I'm quite satisfied. Dongfang Xing said, aren't you going to save people? Hurry up, I still have an appointment tonight. Although Phil Coulson didn't understand, since Dongfang Xing was satisfied, then everyone is happy. The airport is right next door, please follow me. After walking a few steps with Phil Coulson, the vision suddenly opened up, and we came to an empty underground space. At a glance, lots of Quinjets parked neatly. But the brightest Still in the deepest part, the behemoth parked the space carrier. Fury is deliberately showing muscle to express the mighty battle of the Earth. Only. Dongfang Xing curled his lips. Phil Coulson, who paid attention to his expression, noticed it immediately. Any questions? Phil Coulson asked. Stupid approach. Dongfang Xing stared at the space carrier, disdainfully said, without energy shields and defensive positions, this thing will be a big target once it flies into the sky, and it will definitely be shot down. Phil Coulson smiled, awkwardly but politely. Same. If you don't have bright muscles, you will be despised even more. Phil Coulson could only point to the only passenger plane, and said, this is a Quinjet plane that we deliberately modified for you, please. Do beep dash. Do beep dash. Do beep dash. The ear-piercing siren sounded throughout, causing Phil Coulson to look serious. Next second. Quinjet beside the two of them asked with Fury's voice outside. Dongfang, do you have any other clansmen who want to land? There's a spaceship, and it's over our heads right now,